Hey everybody, goodness gracious, I've had a really long work week, so thank you for your patience. Everybody who has been requesting updates on Tory Lanez and just to, get a peek in what's going on with his case. I thank you so much for your patience. I wanted to give it a little bit because he has some really weird type energy on this case and is very, very strong. I don't know um, how many of you remember when I was having trouble uploading videos, like literally for a whole, I want to say like a month. I couldn't upload anything, and you know, can't say exactly why because I wasn't flagged. It was just one of those things to where I would go to upload my videos and it would say upload aborted. Just out of nowhere, upload aborted. And it was like that for like a whole month. So sometimes when you tap into certain stuff, you know, you get slow rolled. So happy Sunday. Good morning. Grand Rising, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you click on this video is the right time for you. Thank you in advance for your subscribership and your views. Y'all, you know I don't come on this camera like this with these bald head ass fingertips, but I had to soak off my acrylic. Then I just decided to just cut my nails off and start over. And I was too tired to get up and do a full set, so y'all got me in my PJs and bald head fingertips today. But either way, I'm here. So it is Sunday. I believe today is the 25th. So just in case it takes a while for this to upload, I always like to say the date in the video because I've had videos that have taken days to upload. So it's getting better for sure. But once again, thank you for your patience. For everyone who has been requesting these follow-ups, I'm back and I'm ready. Now, in the first video that I did before they came to a verdict, I did mention that they were trying to keep him for at least 4 years, okay? They're trying to tie this up because there's a lot of things that they need to clean up before they can allow anything to go in his favor, because a lot of people are being exposed if they just go ahead and tell the truth. A lot of people are being exposed. We're talking about, not just entertainment. We're talking about the whole legal system. You're talking about people being disbarred and losing jobs, and then the people connected to them going down. So a lot has to be done before he can get to where he needs to be. And that's why I had said in the last reading that I did, which is the second one on Tory, that he's going to have to remain strong and tap into his inner strength with God. God is going to pull him through this, but he's got to do the spiritual work, because these people, that this is how they're beating him. They're tapping into, other realms. We'll say that. So let's go ahead and get into the energy around Daystar Peterson, better known to the industry as Tory Lanez. Boy, Tory, you got me on this camera with these bald head fingertips. Alrighty. Heavenly Father, angels and spirit guides, put a heavenly hedge of protection around me and everyone that is viewing this. Keep us all safe from hurt, harm, and danger, seen and unseen. Keep all maleficent spirits out of this reading. Let no monitoring spirits tap in. Let my messages only come from the heavenly angels of the Most High. Let all of my spirit team resonate in the highest level of love, integrity, and truth. Show me, what is the energy around Tory Lanez case now that he's taking this to the Supreme Court? What is the energy around him taking this to the Supreme Court? So we got the Ace of Wands. This is forward movement and expansion, and we're talking about fast movement. This is pushing through. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. So the Emperor is definitely an authority figure, like a father figure. So I'm not surprised to see that, because Tory's father is definitely someone who is not to be played with, and he is a spiritual powerhouse. Alrighty, Six of Cups. Six of Cups is energy of the past. This is either going back to the past or dealing with someone who is coming back from the past. So it's a possibility that there is a hidden hand that people don't expect that is attached to him from the past, that is trying to come back in some shape, form, or fashion. In this case, bottom of the deck, Three of Swords, heartbreak. Oh, King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Now y'all saw that almost literally leaped out my hand. I'm going to continue to shuffle, but King of Cups is someone who is very deep in their emotions, not just a water sign. This is somebody who feels deeply, but they don't wear their feelings on their sleeve. They'll never tell you how deep something is bothering them. Ace of Pentacles, that is, when it comes to large finances. And Nine of Pentacles is the independent woman. So this woman, person from his past, could be a woman who's loaded. Somebody who has a large amount of money could secretly be helping Tory, allegedly. Even if they don't offer money, they could be offering some type of assistance that pays off. Cards over here jumping out the gym. Oh. Okay, so this hit the floor, but Seven of Swords in reverse. That's things being uncovered, because in the upright, it's someone being very sneaky, very calculated. So something is being exposed in court. Justice is also karma. Well, in my last reading, I said that when he had that court date where he was trying to get a retrial, a new trial, that he was going to be working on proving coercion. And he literally came out and said it in a recorded message. Everybody who's been watching my videos, you guys heard it. He came out and said it. So there is something that has been uncovered, and it's very pertinent. King of Swords. This is someone who's going to be very logical, analytical, someone who wants to come forward and talk, someone who wants to communicate not only truthfully, but this is somebody who can be sharp in their communication. This is a very, very smart person. Eight of Wands coming through swiftly. What in the world is happening with these cards? Goodness gracious. Okay, so This is a card of heavy anxiety, no rest for the weary. So he's got a lot on his head, a lot on his heart. He's not getting adequate rest. But look at this. Here we go again. This independent woman, this wealthy, abundant woman. Coming in swiftly. Now, I ain't going to say no names, but I feel like this is someone who, like I said, has some very, very intriguing, possibly damning information, and they're willing to support him. Hangman. What is the hangman? Okay. Six of Pentacles. That is a windfall of money. That is unearned money. That is someone, pay attention, wealthy person giving. Okay? These are impoverished people. They're giving charity. Because this person appears to be possibly going broke or is being shut out by everybody and is out in the cold. Lovers, not just a card of two people who are possibly sleeping together, but this is someone who is willing to come into a collaboration with you. Also, an air sign could be of Gemini, or this could be happening now in Gemini season, because you were stabbed in the back. This person feels like he was railroaded. He was left out to dry, pretty much, you know, laid out in the desert and, you know, just waiting for his carcass to be picked away by, you know, whatever the animals are in the desert. So this person is acknowledging that this is expensive. He needs help. I'm going to use my influence or my income to help assist. I don't think this will ever be known publicly, but Six of Pentacles is very, very, oh wow, what is it with his cards doing all these flips? Okay, so as you can see, Three of Swords hit the table. They're heartbroken over him being stabbed in the back, and this person is in very deep regret. I ain't gonna say what just popped into my head, but the way these cards are lining up, matter of fact, I'm gonna say it. We've got Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands over the Five of Pentacles. So that is, you know, moving forward, pushing ahead, you know, like I said, being shut out in the cold. This is possibly affecting, you know, his finances to where he could possibly go broke, because this is like the never-ending story. And it feels like that's what they want him to do. They want him to tap all his resources, so he runs out of resources. When he runs out of resources, you know, it's over for him, no matter who's right and who's wrong, right? And then you got this Six of Cups here, this person coming back from the past who possibly could have been a lover, who understands that there was some sneaky behavior that was uncovered. Seven of Swords over heartbreak. So this is somebody who feels guilty. This is definitely somebody who feels guilty. This is possibly somebody who he had a love affair with, who decides that, you know what, the least I can do is drop a bag and help, because I know what actually happened and this ain't that. Now, how many times y'all see me shuffle and this lady keep popping up at the bottom of the deck, the independent woman? So it may or may not be somebody that he's publicly known to be attached to, but There's an influential woman who wants to slide some money his way towards helping, you know, cushion the blow of the financial department. I just said this is guilt. Five of Cups. This is heavy, deep remorse. This is, you know, somebody who literally feels guilty under the King of Swords, because King of Swords is not just somebody who is analytical, somebody who's intelligent. This is also somebody who speaks truth when it's in the upright. Ten of Cups. Empress. This is a woman who has a family and a child. Because Ten of Cups is a family unit, possibly married or in a committed relationship. Empress is mother, woman with child, or very fruitful and abundant woman. Page of Wands. There's going to be some new action that's able to come about because of this woman either using her influence, which is very profitable, or actually using her money. Because things were moving very swiftly. Eight of Wands, and then boom, the Hangman. But the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck in the upright, things are going to start to move in his favor. But just know that things move slow when you're talking about appeals, appellate court, Supreme Court. They don't move fast. That's probably what my spirit guides were saying, up to 4 years. New action is coming though. Fell right under the Six of Pentacles. Unearned income, windfall, financial gift. Somebody who decided to be of service, be generous. Somebody who possibly walked away from a relationship with him, or publicly they separated from him, but privately they are supporting him. Okay, so yeah, you've got the Hermit and you've got the Wheel in the upright. The Hermit is the card of solitude. It's also the card of the person who goes off to themselves and they study and study and study until they show themselves approved. This is the person that is like a self-taught lawyer. Like, you know, the person that goes to jail and they study and become, you know, a lawyer, paralegal. Somebody is literally working with him. I don't know if it's on the inside or whatnot, but they're helping him to piece together some things. Yeah. Because they feel like somebody manipulated this situation with him being stabbed in the back. It was manifested, because that's what the magician does. The magician manifests. They manifested this Ten of Swords for him. So he has some secret support somewhere, because people feel like this was an unrequited offer. Four of Cups. Three of Cups is like, you know, people celebrating together, collaborators. And this was for their abundance, the things that they love. See how these are separated? But the Four of Cups, all of it came together to make an unrequited offer. Gotta try that again, because that's a whole stack. Alrighty. The Moon, okay? Something in secret, okay? So when you've got 7 of Swords in the upright over the 3 of Swords, which is heartbreak with the moon, once again, there was a lot of sneaky energy, but something is being uncovered that caused this heartbreak due to a secret. And here he is showing up in his own reading, Strength, the Lion. Also for me, Lion of Judah. So all he has to do is hold on to God, stay strong, and have faith. Because this is not going to be an easy battle. It's not going to be an easy road for him at all. But if he keeps the faith and he really meditates on this situation, something's going to give. Okay, you got the King of Swords over the 5 of Cups with the Knight of Cups. That's, you know, in a romantic type of reading, this would be somebody coming to offer their cup, offer advances because they want to be with somebody. But this is somebody coming to offer the olive branch. Like I said, 6 of Pentacles. Nobody will ever publicly say it, especially right now while everything is such a hot button topic. But I would not be surprised if people are silently supporting him, sliding money to his defense. Because, you know, when you see this, the progression of the way these cards are going, they feel like, you know, somebody did some hocus pocus, some, you know, interesting type things. They snatched the rug from up under him to prolong this 10 of Swords, him being stabbed in the back. But here you go, you got the Temperance Angel, which is balance coming through a new beginning. Strength, the Leo, I just said it. So somebody, like I said, somebody's coming to offer him some type of help. Now, Star is also Aquarius, but whoever this is somebody that's well known, okay? Star is contract negotiation and agreement. It's also somebody who is the focal point, the star of your eye, the person that is like the center of attention on top of an Aquarius. So I'm taking it that whoever this is actually has star power. And they want to give him balance through a new beginning because of these hangmen that came very swiftly. 7 of Pentacles. This is sowing seeds for a bigger harvest. So that's also, you know, the card of reciprocity, where as you sow, so shall you reap. So this is somebody's way of helping to reset the balance, but they just don't want their, you know, they don't want their face to be known, okay? They don't want the look, the Star. I told y'all it was a star. Who is a star? It's somebody very notable, somebody who's prominent, who is donating a large amount of money to help this case go in a new direction due to certain information that came out attached to this altercation, this fight. Somebody behind the scenes knows information that the public doesn't know about what actually happened that night, and they feel compelled to help in the best way they can, and this is their way of helping. Listen, sowing seeds for a bigger harvest, the card of reciprocity. I just showed you guys that. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. That's coming through with communication. It's like, you know, somebody locked up and somebody send you a kite. Like, look, my homie from my homie sent you a message, blah, 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 blah. Tower and the High Priestess. I told y'all they feel like this was some trickery that was involved. High Priestess is the bearer of secret knowledge. She's also the highest of all of the magi's. And when I say magi, I mean, you know, the magician would have to study under her or the Hierophant. This is the closest that you can get to as above or so below. So this person feels like somebody very, very prominent, somebody very strong, put some type of trickery into motion and it caused this tower. Once again, the Page of Pentacles, this was to slow his money down. This was to run up the check so that he would eventually run out of money, and when he runs out of money, he would be stuck. Because this is a very, very expensive case. See that? Ten of Pentacles, large amount of money, the World, that's the ending to a cycle. As a woman gets to leave and exit a situation and go towards calmer waters, because the Six of Swords is leaving behind a hectic situation to go into calmer waters. So yeah, they wanted to break his bank. Choice had to be made. Two of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign. This is also someone who is very grounded, someone who is very established, okay? The Chariot, that's somebody either coming forward, or the Chariot is also a vehicle. And this person, get it, this person knows what actually happened in the vehicle. Two of Swords. This is cutting someone off or cutting off communication. The King of Cups. So when you get to cutting off communication, cutting off the King of Cups, this person understands what caused the situation that happened in the vehicle, because it was attached to someone feeling cut off from the King of Cups, okay? If that makes sense. Because it was, we all know that it was a lover's quarrel. We all know that a certain party didn't tell the truth and then had to retract everything they said in court. Well, this person knows exactly what was said, to whom it was said, and why there was a cutoff. Because you got the Two of Swords and then it falls next to the Lovers. And then it leads to heartbreak and heavy regret. I don't know Tory's birth chart, but if he has any water in his moon, he's very, very highly intuitive, but he hasn't been tapping into his energy. Now is the time to start. Yeah. Walking away from dealing with somebody, a relationship. And here's that vehicle. So chances are, Three of Pentacles, because this is a collaboration between three people, a situation that was happening between three people. Chances are, whatever was said that led up to what happened in that vehicle, this woman overheard whatever it was that was said. She understands how the motion went before they left the premises and ended up in the vehicle, the Chariot. King of Cups, Two of Cups. So he definitely was in his feels over one of these women for sure. Even thought that they could turn this into a real relationship, and it just it really wasn't in the cards. It wasn't in the universe for it to go that way. But he was feeling one of these women more than the other, even though he was in player mode in this three-way collaboration. And this is like standing up for yourself, defending yourself. So it feels like, he felt like he had to defend himself in the situation, but it's like now he has no choice. Remember in my last reading, I said he's going to have to really stand up and say what happened. It's no more Mr. Nice Guy. He's going to have to literally put it all on the table. He's going to have to throw people under the bus, the stuff he didn't want to say. He didn't want to make people look bad. He didn't want to ruin anybody's career. That's all going to have to go. He's going to have to do whatever he has to do to stand up for himself and defend himself now. This Two of Cups. He's going to have to tell the truth about who he was really in the relationship with and who was the side person, who was the third party. Here he is again, King of Wands. King of Wands is a fire sign. See this? Seven of Wands. It is falling on top of the Ten of Swords. He's going to have to defend himself against the people who literally left him hanging, left him out to dry. Here he is. His energy is strong, I tell you that, even if he's not getting rest and he's, really weary about how this situation is going. He's really aligning himself. Card of Truth, Ace of Swords. He's aligning himself. His card is literally jumping out the gym, honey. King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So King of Pentacles, once again, is somebody who's grounded, somebody who's stable, somebody who is definitely in a mature energy. So this is forcing him to grow in ways that he never expected to grow. Because, yeah, he's got to think about the stability of his household, his family, financial stability for his generations, for his child. And, the bag that he's losing out on, because you see this hand, it looks like it's handing over in Ace of Pentacles. He's spinning the grip. And it all came out of this juggling energy. This is a hefty price to pay for, being a player. This is not fair. Wounded warrior. King of Pentacles. So wounded warrior is definitely somebody who gets up to fight and fight and fight again. They never allow themselves to be defeated. So he's not giving up, and that's how he's maturing and coming into himself. But this is like forward movement towards victory. So he's going to get this in a higher court. Tell me more. So it's almost like a seesaw effect, or they're trying to go back and forth with the idea of leaving it where it is. Excuse me, something's trying to stop me from talking. Lord have mercy. Literally choked me. Yeah, they're trying to, somebody's fighting to keep this in the lower court, because this will be the lower court. This is where he's trying to go. So there is some outside interference that's trying to block this from going to the higher court. Six of Wands. He's going to move forward towards that higher court. It's not a fast process. It's not a fast process at all. But he is going to move forward to that higher court. This is his family supporting him, 10 of Cups, and even extended family. People who look at him like, you know, that's bro or cuz. Like, he's literally gaining support from some of the most unexpected places, okay? There are people who don't really believe in God, or they're not religious, but they looking at him like, if this ain't the passion of the Christ, like, this is biblical what he's going through, right? And people seeing him go through this is actually sparking them to get closer to God, because they like, man, I ain't never seen nobody get railroaded like this. Queen of Cups. Now, Queen of Cups can be a mother figure, but this also can be a woman who is highly gifted and intuitive. And we already seen that there's a high priestess here who is behind the scenes finagling stuff to cause towers. But there's also a very highly spiritually ranked woman on his behalf. And she's very intuitive. Ta-da! Look at that. Independent woman. Y'all see this woman keep popping up, and I'm shuffling. I got half a table full of cards. There's a silent hand with a very expensive manicure. And she's like, oh, okay, so y'all want to cheat? Y'all want to pull, you know, rank? Well, I'm going to even the score, and I'm going to pull a couple of strings myself. This woman comes from an abundant family. Like I said, abundant family. She's offering him the highest form of support and love that she can offer through offering, you know, whatever favors or abundance that she has. This is not going to be talked about publicly, though. Listen, she finally came out. Independent lady, 9 of Pentacles. Because he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. This was not supposed to go the way that it's going, but it's going the way that it's going because there's so many moving parts and so many people attached to this that could go down. And I want y'all to just take this scenario, okay? You've got a prominent hospital. I won't say the name of it, but y'all know where, you know, the fragments were, okay? That place does a lot of autopsies and a lot of work on very prominent people's bodies when they pass away. They stand to be, you know, exposed and to lose a lot. You have, you know, conflicting testimonies from doctors that would cause some kind of, you know, legal action towards that medical conglomerate. Then you have the state who knew that there were certain things that happened and they purposely did not bring those things to the table so that they could reshape the case. Okay, you had a certain prosecutor who, when they did jury selection, that, you know, wanted to know if someone lying would be a problem, and when you had jurors that said absolutely, they were removed from the jury. So, you know, the bases were loaded on every angle. And then you have a certain company that backs, you know, such said person, who were putting in their elbow grease. Excuse, There go my throat again. They were putting in their elbow grease, and they were blocking things on their end as well, and putting in their intimidation to keep things a certain way. So just naming all those things, and those are just a few. A lot of people have a lot to lose. This stopped being about what actually happened a long time ago, because what actually happened, they didn't have enough to go to court. Now, this is coming out once again after the independent woman, the Nine of Pentacles, who's showing him love by offering him some kind of abundance. Page of Cups is, light, flirty communication. So this is somebody that we haven't really seen him communicate with. If they have communicated, it's like, well, I went to an industry event, seen her, oh, hey, how you doing, in passing. You've never seen these two really, really, linked. Not like that. Ten of Wands. They want so bad to try to give him anywhere from 4 to 10 years. But this is an unrequited offer. And I did say in that first reading, like I started this reading, the first reading I did on Tory before the verdict came out, is that they were trying to give him up to 4 years. So that on top of the Lovers, like I said, it's light communication. It's somebody that you've never really seen him linked with, but they don't like the way that this feels, because this person is allegedly, they're in the know, and they're in certain circles where they hear certain information, and they know something that the public doesn't know about strings that are being pulled. And this is their way of being benevolent and trying to even the score. Yeah, and this becomes a ships that's coming in for him. Seven of Cups. So this is someone who has to deeply consider their options. Hierophant, because they're deeply connected in the industry. Hierophant is the highest of the land. This is also judge, jury, adjudicator, and the powers that be. This is, when you got the powers that be, this is somebody that's locked in the industry, okay? This is somebody that is in that special club. So I can see why they have to be very, very discreet, because it's like, I'm sitting at the table with the very people who make the decisions on who's going to be who. I cannot afford for them to know that I'm pushing a little something over here to the side. Because I know that they're slowing down your money. But this is somebody who, slow and steady wins the race. See this? There's that fight. Five of Wands. That was an unrequited offer. Because, like I said, powers that be, they want him out the way. They want a total end to Daystar Peterson. See, if they can, If they can kill the image of Tory Lanez, nobody cares about Daystar Peterson. Because Tory Lanez is the product. Daystar is that dude over there. So they're trying to deactivate the persona so that they can eliminate the person. Queen of Wands. Now when I do these readings, the Queen of Wands is the hot girl, okay? Because when it's all said and done, somebody has to keep her working, right? Because look at this. If the information had to come forward, what actually would have happened, it would have brought an end to her working. Because of this three-way situation while they were out partying. This situation is more messed up than what's been said. Said it was going to bring an end to her work, so they'd rather bring it into him. Because he wasn't aligned with certain people at certain tables in certain circles, if you know what I mean. This person works with and for those people. And this authoritative figure was going to make sure that she kept working. Yeah. Here's the binding or locked up card. Also celebrating third party and them partying. So, damn. Somebody is literally turning up. I mean, literally turning up off of putting him in what they felt like is his place. Locked up. And when I say felt like they were putting him in his place, I'm not speaking on putting him in his place as far as him being in jail because of such said domestic, situations. Somebody wanted to humble him and put him in his place because he was, how do I say this? They felt like he wasn't appreciative. He was too cocky. He was doing it too big. They needed him to need them. He was showing how to get out here and make it happen without this group. And look, this falls on top of this. Now you see, these people are holding him, the King of Wands, down. When I say humble yourself, somebody wanted an apology from him for something. I don't feel like it's connected to this. He may have, there it is, try to, ooh, my chakra, goodness gracious. Somebody does not want him to go forward because I don't know what he said to somebody, but they felt like, how dare you? Do you know who I am? Very, very pompous type energy. Harsh communication. I said somebody wanted him to pipe down. Now, in the upright, this is bringing somebody to arrest. This is somebody being resurrected. It's time to wake up. Justice. Excuse me, goodness gracious. This is way deeper than y'all think, because they are using the justice system to humble him. Wait a minute. You gotta cleanse this energy. This some real get down or lay down type shit, y'all. This is some real get down or lay down. Where I'm from, they call it pony down. Yeah, this is some real get down or lay down. Oh, you not gonna ride? Oh, you gonna get out the car and you gonna take your own vehicle? We about to run you off the road. Harsh communication with toxic, negative people. People who are yoked to the man downstairs. He said something to somebody and they did not like it. The Sun and Justice. There is going to be something that's going to finally come through, that's going to finally be in the upright position for him with court. But like I said, somebody tried to humble him. They want an apology. I got an idea of where this is coming from, and I feel like this is something business-wise. He turned something down, and when he turned it down, this person felt like, you will never work if I got anything to do with it. Do you know who I am? And then he turned up and created a whole new way, a whole new wave to, you know, make things happen. And that person felt like, you know, they felt like they got embarrassed, like you were peacocking in their face. Wait a minute. This emperor, this authority figure, this person who, you know, whoever this was that got this message. So he may not have said whatever he said directly to him, but somebody ran back like a bitch and said something to this emperor, and it felt like conflicting conversation. Okay? And they wanted to, you know, yoke him up, bind him in his tracks. You know, blackball, slow roll. Couldn't catch up to him in the business way, but got you in the legal way. Because they wanted that apology. They wanted you to humble yourself. And it was, they used this air sign female, this Queen of Swords, as an opportunity to a gateway to try to humble you, to force this apology. Yep. Brought what? Judgment. But see, the one thing, the funny thing is about judgment, this is Archangel Gabriel. He only takes orders from God, and when he comes to blow his horn, it's because God is coming back and he's separating the saints from the sinners. Yep, choice had to be made. Even where he is now, he's got people watching him. They got people ready to run down on him. These people are controlling the judgment. Now I'm trying to say what I can say so that this can get uploaded, because I literally could not upload for a month. So, I mean, I got a pretty smart bunch, so I know y'all can pull what y'all need to pull out of whatever is said, because I'm saying a lot, even though, you know, I'm not mentioning as much as I possibly could, because I do want this to get out. Those who, you know, support him, pray for the truth to come out. And see, when I say pray for the truth is not just for one person to get truth and the other one doesn't. The truth is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Pray for the whole truth to come out. I'm going to end this. Wait a minute. I'm going to end this using some self-made oracles that I created. I'm actually, when I get a chance, I'm going to put these into production. Uh-oh, there we go. Oh, darn it. I can't close the box without nails. Only person I know that can't function without nails, y'all. It took me forever to pick up change. Alrighty. So these cards are cards of warning for people who work in dark energy of what your punishment is going to be once you do things out of proper alignment spiritually. So for whoever is pulling these strings behind the scenes that is making things harder than they need to be, let's see what their judgment is going to be. Jealous of spiritual gifts. So somebody knows that he has an anointing on him, and they know that anointing brings him his strength. Avenging angels are after you. Your demonic contract is over, and the devil no longer needs your services. So don't be surprised when things start to finally work out for Tory, because like I said, this will not be a swift process. When they start to work out for Tory and things start to finally go in a positive direction in his case, there's some hidden hands. There's one person in particular, I'll give you this one, wink wink, a man who is going to start to have legal troubles himself, and he's going to start to plummet. So as Tory starts to, come out of his legal troubles, this person is going to go down. And when they go down, there's not going to be appeals or anything. Like, they're going to go down. I want to say give it the next 4 to 5 years. Access denied. Okay? This person that wanted him to humble himself is now being denied access from the very people that gave them the authority. Never thought the devil would turn on you. Hey, listen, the devil don't ever give you anything for keeps. That's the biggest trick in the book. Total reversal of fortune. So they wanted a total reversal of fortune for him, but what they wanted for him is eventually going to happen to them. Tried to sacrifice them. You only made them stronger. Yeah, he's getting closer to God in this situation. It's like you literally put Daniel in the lion's den. The practitioner you hired is losing their gifts. Remember, I told y'all it's a high priestess that's behind this, that's helping to pull certain strings from the spiritual realm. Hellhounds have returned hungry, and you're looking like a snack. So those energies that they employed to go after them, when you send energies after somebody and they cannot take that person out, they can't have that person's soul, they return to sender. And if that sender doesn't have any spiritual covering, those same demonic attachments and entities that you sent out against that person come back to you, and they feast on you. The Orishas want answers. You paid for work. Now the universe is removing your money. I just said they wanted to reverse his fortune. It's going to start happening to them. It's going to take a few years, but it's coming. It's a lot of cards filled out here. Goodness gracious. Let me put these back in, though. The readers, oracle, and holy men told you they were blessed, and you came against them anyway. So you knew that Tory was anointed, and you decided to damn him either way because of your own personal haughtiness. This is a very arrogant person. But the Most High says, touch not mine anointed, do my prophet no harm. And vengeance belongs to the Most High. So now it's like they picked a fight with somebody that they can't box with. The money spells you did on them is removing your wealth. That's 3 cards of this person losing their money. Three cards of this person losing their money. Wow. Your downfall will be a great teaching moment. I bet it will, because you've been sitting as the king of the hill for a very long time. It's going to be real ugly to see the king of the hill turn into Humpty Dumpty. It's no fixing this. Yeah. The Orisha wants answers, and touch not mine anointed, do my prophet no harm. Listen, just like we have physical court in this realm, there is spiritual court. There's universal court. We all have to go before the Most High. Candle magic. Just said, when you lose your covering, you're unprotected now. You didn't learn your lesson. So this is somebody who's been doing this for a long time, and they feel like because they've been able to do this for a long time, and they've done this to a lot of people, that their influence is omnipotent, and it don't matter who it is. They can do whatever they want with whomever they want, and what can you do about it? But things change when you come against the anointed. You've been caught in the 3D realm. I'll come back and get that one, because that's all the way behind my chair. Smiling face hitting hatred. Evil eye sending secret hate and evil intentions. Blood magic. Yeah, they wanted to sacrifice him, and that would be blood magic if they were able to cross him over. Because that would be feeding the beast, right? Laws of reciprocity. As you do unto others, it shall be done unto you. Throwing dirt on them will bury you. And that's crazy, because this person has a song where it's in the chorus talking about bury yourself. Did magic on their child or children. Now your children will be cursed. That's hefty. You learn spiritual work from TV and the internet. They learn to cancel assignments from the spirit realm. You were no match. So not necessarily, learning from, TV and the internet, because these are very, this was sitting on top. God's wrath is upon you. These are very evolved spell workers, okay? But see what that says? After God's wrath is upon you, you had no authority. Bottom of the deck, don't run now. Last card. Reversing holy text for demonic divination. Now, I'm not going to say who in particular has done that, but very prominent, very famous person has openly done that, and done it in their music, and music that literally went all around the world. So the mockery that you made of the Most High, and the things that you've done to this person, pulling strings from behind the scenes, it's all going to return, and it's going to be a slow burn, because it's not going to be overnight. Just like Tory's case is not going to be heard overnight. He's not going to get his justice overnight. But when it comes, it's going to prove that God is always in control of everything, that there is always, a battle between good and evil. You just have to be sure that you're very direct about which one you tap into, because you can't be in the light and dabble in the dark. And if you're in the dark and then you decide to dabble in the light, the dark will eclipse you. It will chew you up and spit you out. This is why, God says you can't be lukewarm. You have to pick a side, because you have allies on both sides. So if you are in the dark, your allies are in the dark. If you are in the light, your allies are in the light. So it's like Tory's learning a lesson about playing in the balance, working in this industry. You can't believe in the Most High and pray every day and talk about demon time. It's counteractive. But he's literally growing. He's getting stronger. Like, this was meant to break him literally in every sense of the word. But he's going to grow through this, and as he grows through this, he's going to motivate other people, and those other people, whether they say it or not in the public, is going to bring them closer to God. People who would never go to church, people who don't read the Bible, people who feel like God wouldn't want somebody like me or listen to somebody like me. There's no place for somebody like me with God. Those people are going to find God. And these are people I'm talking about in the industry, by watching Tory's journey. So in conclusion, it's going to take some months for us to find out what's going to happen with the Supreme Court and him taking it to a higher court. But it's looking like they're going to be able to do that, but this is going to be a slow, drawn-out process. It's not going to happen as fast. Well, it took this case 3 years to get to where it got to, but it's not going to happen as fast as we would like it to, but it's going to progress, just step by step, day by day. It's going to progress, and as things get better for Tory, one of the main people who helped to hold him down, it's going to be like that person slipped on a banana peel out of nowhere. It's like, whoa, what happened? How did this person get charges? How did this person's account get frozen? Oh my God. Scandal, 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 right? So remember that I, told you that, because, when you do spell work and you do things unjustly to people, that return to sender is always way bigger, way harder, and a lot more harsh than the initial work that you sent out to the person in the first place. If they survive, they make it through, and they have a testimony, you best believe if they are in proper standing with their angels, their ancestors, and God, when it comes back to you, it's going to knock you down and you won't be able to get back up. So this phantom person, who I'm not going to name, and I'm pretty sure that you guys already have something going on in your head for who you think it is, this person is definitely in the next 4 to 5 years going to start to have some very serious legal troubles. So this is my energy tap in for now. Those who support Tory, continue to pray for him, pray for his strength, pray for the developments to actually come out, because it's a lot of hands washing hands, a lot of handshaking going on, a lot of square deals going on, if you know what I mean with that. And everybody is in for their best interest, but it's not that many who are interested in what's best for Tory, better known to his family as Daystar Peterson. So this reading, I'm going to bring it to a close, and this reading is adjourned. That's it.